Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Yes, it would appear that in Jamaica only police officers cannot demonstrate for a loss of their colleagues' lives. Or when a policeman is shot, nobody cares. Because there's no demonstration when a police officer shot his work as usual. As a matter of fact, once the crime scene is cleared, then no more investigation is carried out into the matter. Now, I recently found out that it's alleged that a Jutc bus driver was attacked and stabbed some hours ago in the Portmore area by a passenger, and the Jutc worker was in the hospital but not dead and stable as far as I'm concerned. But before his co-workers found out his condition or if he's going to pass or not, they took it to the street. They took it out to demonstrate by not driving buses, to stop people from taking buses, not operating, so that therefore members of the public did not have access to public transportation in the Portmore area. And that is how these people operate. I mean, you see, somebody needs to discipline the Jutc people, because if you compare the Jutc with police, the JCF does a whole lot of work in the Jamaican. And when a policeman is shot, is a deal like the same. When a policeman is shot, work continues, because we are essential services. And I would suggest that I would incline to say that the Jutc is also a member of the essential services, essential services in Jamaica too. So who is governing the Jutc workers that they don't stop work at their own accord if one of their members are injured? Because they will need to understand, so once you're serving the public, then some things like this will happen. I'm not saying that you cannot be upset if your co-worker has been injured on the job or even killed, but the work goes on, you are serving the public. And I think they should get trouble for this. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You can only just take out this thing on the police, that the police cannot demonstrate if one of their colleagues have been shot and injured. We have to work same way. So these Jutc workers should work. I believe they should work same way. Because an attack upon one member of your staff is not an attack upon the whole staff of the Jutc. Now, when you stop your services now to the Jamaican people now, then you are suffering the Jamaican people because of one incident. You are suffering Jamaican people because of one incident. You people need to understand that you are essential services, and therefore you should not stop work on something which should be put in place, Bridget. Something should be put in place to control the Jutc's workers, because from time to time they have been doing this. And it is wrong and immoral, because people of the public will now have to suffer for an action of one person. For injury of one person, the country is put on hold. Our people traveling in the Portmore area via the Jutc bus system now can't go to work and can't go about to their business, all because of one incident. No, man, somebody in the Jutc or the government need to step in. Mr. Prime Minister, you need to step in, and certain rules and regulation needs to put in place. Just like how you have rule and regulation in place that police officers cannot demonstrate. Supposing a police officer was shot and injured and the whole force lockdown now, what will happen in the country? It will cause a more wickeder effect, but for the Jutc, the effects is bad because people can't travel at the same thing. It's not as horrible as if police demonstrates or stop working, but it still stops people from going about their lawful business, and I believe these people should be fired. I am serious. No, you can't just go around and operate like that, like the country has no rules and regulation. Just because a member of your staff is injured, then you stop work and causing people not to travel about their lawful business. No, man, it's not acceptable, man. We need to stop that, brethren. And only Jamaica alone these things can happen. A member of your staff is injured, gives you no right to stop operating. And I don't care what you want to say, I don't agree with it. And so certain the government is time for they have the Jutc service, the Jutc staff have been doing this for years, brethren. And now it's time for the government to step in and make certain rules and regulations that prevent the staff of the Jutc from doing so, or unless you are fired. And as a matter of fact, if I was in charge of the Jutc, I would have fired everybody who work and everybody who participated in the strike. Nah, man, them things are not right. Gonna just think on too selfish and think about yourself alone. One man was stabbed and injured by one person, not the whole Jamaica, the whole population of Portmore that uses the bus system does not have to suffer because one person stabbed a driver or a conductor. That's a one-off thing. We don't need to stop them behavior, them, man, and controlling yourself. You understand me? And the government, Mr. Andrew Hollands, you need to step in right now because this thing is happening too much. It's like a cycle where these bus workers seem to feel like if they are disgruntled about one thing, then everybody stop working and then the members of the public don't have any bus to take. Just like how you have rules and regulation as it relates to the police that we cannot demonstrate, we have to go to work. In incidents like these, then it should go for the JUTC too, because I think they're a part of the essential services thing. You can't be essential service and just block road and you feel like, or just stop work when you don't feel like because somebody is injured. Because when you are disgruntled, the whole Jamaica come under fire because of one member disgruntled or a few members are disgruntled. No, man. When you go to jail and you get locked up, when you lose on work, I'm serious about it and I don't care what none of you want to say. One man stab on the lock on the whole bus service in a Portmore. People can't go about them business. People can't go to work. People can't go to school. People can't do nothing. No, man. It is not right and it's not acceptable. And I think it's full time now that the government meets with the JUTC and puts certain things in place that it relates to incident like this, man. People must not get away with incident like this. This one-off incident is causing one bag of thing in the country. You can imagine if the bus system shut down for 1 hour in a Portmore, you know the amount of damage that do to people who have to use the bus. The bus is there for a reason, and because people need the bus. And if your bus is not in a situation, your bus should be driving. If your conductor was not stabbed, no matter if your conductor stabbed, get another conductor and proceed to work. That's how it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to stop her because your conductor stabbed, because a driver was stabbed. Well, another driver should come in the bus and move on. That's how it's supposed to go. The work continues. It looks like only police can continue when things go bad with them. But somebody needs to get control of this one. And a full time now, I am very upset about this thing. And this thing has been happening too much times that the good is suffering for the bad.